come to do the maths for episode 19. How are you, my sexy slayers, my sharp, my successful, my smart, my excellent, my excelling? You guys, how are you? This is going to be a quick one. I haven't started. Like, comment, share, subscribe, guys. No long things anymore. I'm going to go. All right, take it. Bye. I'm tired. It's 4 o'clock and I'm still here. For us. Don't worry, I'm doing it with a bit of psychosexual. Just drizzling some psychosexual into it. I'm tired, but the mind is still working. You know what I mean? Okay, see you guys soon. All right, bye. Part 1 of episode 19 finished. It's intimacy week for the newbies, and Johnny got all prepared, and his task was to laugh and laugh and laugh. And I didn't even realise they haven't even kissed yet, but that's fair enough. And, you know, he was like, oh, what was this laughing for? Laughing for what? Why are we laughing like this? And then at least he got a kiss out of it, but he doesn't really see the connection just yet. He hopes, like, there's going to be an accumulation of different other things and tasks that will when it happens, it all come together and understands that, oh, this is why the experts told us to do this. This laughing and laughing and laughing, we can transfer it to somewhere else. Maybe that's what it is. Let's just see. Booker and Brett. Booker, what's going on? I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. What's going on? Why is the whole dynamics of you and Brett changed? I've really been rooting for you from like the beginning. I don't understand this. I'm actually quite hurt. Was this now being very self-centered, like, and talking to him like he's your like type of, you know, I don't know if you've like made an arrangement. This is the arrangement to, this is the kink, like starting to be mean to him. But I'm just surprised what's going on. Is this all a laugh on us? You lot are just acting out because you've just changed. What's that all about, girl? So yeah, now they're not, you know, Brett just looks sad. I don't want that for Brett, but neither of you. I don't want it for neither of you. But she started listing all these unnecessary things, just pointing out all the political stuff of their differences. Do you know what I mean? Which is nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean you can't flow with somebody. If someone is treating you good in another way, why don't you, you know, try and accept it and embrace it? But no, she wants to think about all those type of things. Anyway, there's that. And then Becky and Jake just feels upset, angry, frustrated, defeated. That's Jake's words. And Becky feels that she needs to be more sensitive. But I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. I think it's over though, to be honest. I just think like Jake doesn't need to be in this situation because he's a good guy. Do you get what I mean? I think he's now starting to see his worth. Not saying that Becky's a bad person. Maybe she's just used to a certain type of person that she thinks she can talk to anyhow, and they've allowed it in the past, but maybe not with Jake, innit? And what can I say to that? That's it, guys. Part 1 done. See you hopefully in part 2 because I started falling asleep. Can't lie. Okay, bye. Hi guys, so part 2 of episode 19, and then Lana and Jason, can't even say his name properly. Yeah, they were arguing in front of their parents and family, and even intervening wasn't helping. They were still going on. The family were trying to intervene and be like, you lot, loudest talkings, we're here for a start, and just hold it down. And they were still arguing, so they've taken that home, and it's still arguing season. Now that Jake is opening up a little bit and expressing how he's feeling, Becky's not feeling it. Yeah, he's turning around and saying to her, I'm so tired, guys. He's turning around and saying to her that before you wanted me to talk, and now you're saying that talking now is what brings arguments. Like, which one is it? So he should now stop talking again, or what? So that's that. I thought I'd highlight that, but that's it, guys. I'll see you in part 3, hopefully. Yeah? Because, boy. Alright, guys. You see the energy is just, it's settled. It's settled. You see. I'm tired. I'm still here, but yeah, the energy is, yeah. Bear in mind, because the clocks went back, didn't it? So it's now 4:15, but it feels like 5:15 because that's what it would have been 2 days ago. That's why I'm even more tired. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's that, guys. But yeah, see you in part 3. I just want to hug it now. Guys, I'm sleeping. Good night. I'll finish tomorrow. Hi, my sexy slayers. How you doing? You see how much I love you? I'm actually doing an intro within an episode that I've already started. But because I fell asleep. Yeah, I fell asleep, guys. I fell asleep. I'm only human, guys. I tried. It was actually quite hilarious. I've never seen myself asleep. I look quite funny. But, yeah. Well, let me come back today and let me continue on. So, I'm on episode 19 of Australia's version of Married at First Sight. And that's Down Under. So, I'm doing the maths for that. Yeah, I've got the sniffles because my darling 6-year-old thought he'd bless me with it. So, yeah, I've got sniffles as well, guys. No roan around here. It's just the sniffles. Okay, so don't worry about it. So, there's that. So, see you in, I think it's part 3. So, well, when I come back, I'll confirm. Okay, see you soon. All right, bye-bye. Guys, so I think it's part 3 or 4. I can't even tell you. I'm not even sure, but it's done. And it was Brett and Booker, and they went to see their parents at the cinema. And Brett's dad, well, Brett's parents was like, they need to lighten up, don't take things so seriously. Whereas Booker's family were more like, no, they need to take things seriously. They need to know the deepness of the deep of the insides of them. They need to get to know everything about them themselves. And that's because they have to be deep about it. You know what I mean? They're both options to get into the goal of, you know, seeing if this union has any longevity. Do you get what I'm saying? One can do it from a non-serious, just, you know, walk through the honeymoon period with a little bit more lightness, whereas another prefers to get to know each other on a deeper level from every aspect of every subject there is in the world and what they think about it. Do you get what I mean? So, yeah, they're both goal setters in the goal of, you know, finding that union, but which one to choose, I don't know. So there's that, and I don't know why did I say all of that? A little bit of my own little bit of psychosexual in another ways. Goal setting for the love that you have for somebody, or the love that you're trying to grow for somebody. Like, one of the goals could be to actually be with somebody that you can be, you know, your total self with without having to put on no airs or graces or anything like that. And also have a deeper connection with them, but from time to time. It seems like from what Brett is saying, Booker is always serious, and from what Booker is saying, Brett needs to be a bit more serious. So it's just ways of seeing the meanings of relationships and the meanings of connectivity. It seems like they've got different meanings of connectivity. Booker's meaning is more of a intense needing to know the person's mind inside and out, and whether they're really in concordance or accordance with each other. And Brett's like, is all good, we can find that out as and when, you know. So there was that. So then there was Johnny and Kerry. Oh, bless them. They had the confessions letter, and Johnny was just saying that he regrets that he didn't have enough time with his auntie who passed away. So that was lovely, because it was like she was like a second mum to him. And Kerry's confession was she likes him, and I guess that's something that's been really hard for her to do, to speak her feelings. So that looks like it was a very, oh gosh, I knew they'd be back. That sounds like it was a very big step for her. So that was her confession. And then what else? He was jubilated. It was lovely. It was so lovely to see. It's like they sealed the deal as well, apparently, from what the word on the street is. They sealed the deal. Like, you know, they not commemorated, what is it? Oh gosh, how can I forget? Consecrated. Is it consecrated? Yeah, they're consummated. There you go, I got it in the end. They consummated their union. Yeah, they consummated. You know what I'm talking about, guys. But it was so funny. Kerry was like, I can't tell you if we slept together. That's none of your business. That's between me and my husband. Her husband, on the other hand, he didn't even wait to hear the whole question. He was like, yeah, we did. We did. So that was that. It's out in the open now. Alana and Jason, they talked and they want to see if, you know, they can mend their relationship, because Alana feels like it's her who's always making the effort. They both apologise to each other. It seemed like it was quite hard for Alana to apologise. I don't know what's going on there for her. I'm not sure if she really meant it. I don't know if she meant the apology in the sense that, because she always feels she's always giving already. So maybe, like, if you remember before when she was trying to keep the peace and say, like, yeah, his bolognese was delicious when it really wasn't. Maybe that's what she could be doing today, this time around, and just apologising for the sake of it. I don't know. But it's just maybe that's her pattern of keeping the peace. I don't know. But sometimes that's also detrimental to yourself and what you need. So, word to the wise on that one. And then there was Mel and Bryce. The letter from the experts was to give opinions on their peers. And lo and behold, who did they get? Of course, they got Bex and Jake. But really, it's not that they got Bex and Jake. Brycey got Bex. Forget about her partner. And Bex got Brycey. Forget about his partner. I mean, they sprinkled in a bit of shade for each of them. But we'll get to that. I just don't understand why this task is even there, because it's okay. You know me already. I just want to know about the cruxes of each relationship. I don't want to know the dramatization of things. I don't need it in my life, guys, but it's okay. We'll just play along today. Both of them said that they're both controlling their relationships, and both of them said that their partners are weaker. The weaker link, basically. The weakest link. I don't know how else you want to put it, but yeah. And that's it, guys. Part 4 or 5, I don't know, but it is what it is. See you next part. Alright, bye. Guys, so part 5 or 6 down, whatever it is, it's all good. Bex found out that Bryce thought that, you know, where was the apology for calling Jake boring? And it just felt like, how could the relationship be always up and down? So it must be fake. Bex was like, oh, she's not taking advice from someone who doesn't even take advice from experts. So that's that. His letter was telling him about his aggressive behaviour and his manipulative behaviour that makes Melissa become very submissive, and Bryce completely disagrees with everything that was said, and doesn't see that he is totally not getting it, and that he's not aggressive to his wife. So he must be aggressive if he's not aggressive, if you know what I mean. But anywho, the task was for Melissa to have total control. So the total control she decided to have is to let him wear something he wouldn't normally want to wear, and then secondly have him put like hair decoration and go to the pub. Really? Is that all they could really think of you to tell him to do? That's nonsense. But anyway, that's that. And Jake and Beck, they had to do role reversal, and it was quite cute. They got a chance to see each other, like I just said. I don't know why I'm just repeating myself. And, you know, it got them closer, to be fair. They had a laugh with it. Bex realised that Jake can actually have fun sometimes. And, yeah, it's brought them closer as opposed to what Bryce was expecting or hoping from, I'm guessing, setting the task. See you in part whatever it is. Okay, alright, bye. Hey guys, so part whatever is done. I don't know. Like I said, I started it yesterday. Me can't remember. Anywho, so it was I'm disheartened, I'm not gonna lie. Pat and Belinda wrote for Becca and Brett and said Becca is quite self-absorbed, and Pat says that he heard it from Brett's mouth. Booker thinks that Brett thinks she's repulsive just because he said that he's self-absorbed. That's quite extreme way of thinking, that he thinks, no, he's just saying, you know, there's certain things about you he doesn't like, and can we address it and then move on? But you've just made it seem like it's something so extreme. I don't know what that's all about, Booker. And I'm quite disappointed at the way the relationship's going. I'm not going to lie. What I realised is she doesn't really consider what she says and how it makes him feel, and doesn't show him any empathy at all. None at all. That's not a good look. Booker walked off as well. Yeah, she did. And then the letter for Belinda was that it seems that there's not much of affection from her. So it seems like they're a little bit more on the friend zone as opposed to being in a marriage. And even if there is affection, it's from Pat. So the task was to do a nude drawing. And I haven't seen Pat look so happy. He was really gunning for this game. So yeah, he's there in the nudes pictures, and now it's oh, she's pretty. Oh, it's back. I didn't realize it's back. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to talk actually, so it might take a little bit longer. So apologies from now, but it's just even now we can't say the words penis and vulva on as a normality, as just part of your body. Like, not saying tell us the ins and outs of what's going on with your, no, but we can't even say it as just part of your body. It's like part of our anatomy. We can't say it. And that was very much exampled, I don't even know if that's a word, but if it is, and it is now, by Belinda when she was talking about Patrick's penis being a thing. Being a thing. It's all the societal words and messages that we give ourselves when it comes to sex. And so when it comes to sex, what is linked to that is obviously our genitalia. And so what's linked to that is the words that we call it. And because it's so enshrouded, like sexual activity is so enshrouded with secrecy and all tied up with like all the different messages that we've been told from different communities and them things there. Even just to say penis is a problem. I mean, it's just, bless her. But I understand. It's just understandable. Oh, great. My camera's telling me that I've recorded too much. It needs space. All right, bye, 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 bye. Guys, also my voice. It's the last part. It was the last part, and I'm quite sad. You know when you had a lot of faith in a couple and it turns out one of the parts of the couple, let me just put it that way, is very, very, very passive aggressive and cannot take any type of responsibility for how they make a person feel, and rather turns it on that person and makes it like it's that person's fault that his needs are not being met. And by his needs, I'm talking about Brett, and the person who's not meeting those needs is Buka, but she's reversing it and making it seem like it's his fault. And that really, that's not a nice thing. Oh, anyway, sorry, I'm rambling and I haven't even said what's going on. Let me start from the beginning. So basically, Belinda then had to have a picture drawn by Pat, and she got into it. She was subtly being sexy. And it was cute to see that she's growing into herself. You could just see it. It was nice. And of course, Pat was lapping it up. He was loving what he was seeing. For Sheezy Maneezy, sure, you could smell the sexual tension, you know? It was definitely there. And it shows that the chemistry's building. It depends on how big. They could keep on doing these types of things to each other without any form of touch or anything like that. That would just heighten. Imagine if you could do that for about 2 months. That would just heighten the first time you. That's if you're putting such that meaning of how sex is going to be, instead of just going into it and being like, yeah, this is my body, give me your body, and let's have fun together and see how it. But we all see how I was going to do. I was really going to romanticize it and be like, yeah, fireworks are going to be like when it actually happens, and it's not like that. I'm sorry, guys. You see, everybody's got meanings of sex. Or maybe I haven't fully gotten over my meanings of sex. The ones that were romanticized. I was just hoping it will be like that for them. I mean, I'm only human. But see, and it's basically an example of how much connotations and denotations we put on sex. No, it's just going to be you two touching, feeling each other's bodies, getting to know each other's body on a deeper level, with your minds intertwined, with your hearts involved. You see, even now I'm even romanticizing with the heart, because your heart is just a beating body. It's the beating body of your body. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. Anyway, guys, I see myself talking too much. No. Guys, I sprinkled a little psychosexual. I've done it. Sorry, I'll go to bed. Yeah, so Alana and Jason, yeah. She decided to do a meal in her lingerie. I'm sure she said before that she didn't want to be liked for her body. So I'm quite surprised that now, I don't know. Maybe it's in her context that she's now wanting someone to see her in a sexy body. And that's with Jason. So that's the case. Or it could be that production's told her to do that. I don't know. But it worked. They're going to have great sex, what she told us, basically. It was the task of Booker to have, not talk about herself. So what she decided to do instead is make the whole flat about Brett. So pictures of Brett everywhere. Made a song about Brett. And Brett's just sitting there just absorbing all of this defensiveness, but in such a passive-aggressive way, in order for her still not to recognize that his needs are not being met by her. Do you get what I mean? She's gone such an elaborate way to blatantly just show him that she's not bothered. She doesn't really care. And that is very, 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 it's firstly disappointing on my behalf, because I've been team Brett and Booker from the beginning. I have been team. But that was quite passive-aggressive, and as Brett said, you definitely overdid it, and I'm glad, Brett, you were able to speak up for yourself, because that's nonsense. It wasn't nice to see. It's quite uncomfortable viewing, and to top it off, you think it's acceptable. You think it's all right. You're laughing and joking in your confessionals. Really? What is it that you think that Brett should shut his mouth about? What is it that you think that you're acting like this? Let's just see how you think you've been treating him, and then let's go from there. Like, write down what you think, all the needs that you feel that you've actually met for Brett. Just let us know that, because I didn't like that book. You've disappointed me, girl. Yeah, you've disappointed me. You are beautiful, still beautiful, lovely green, piercing green eyes, yes. But that's not nice. I didn't like that. You know, she's just not willing to accommodate anything that he needs from her, basically. And she said this is how she loosens up, because he's been always telling her that she needs to loosen up, and this is, you know, she's having fun with it, basically. No. Not nice, guys, but that's it for tonight. Episode 19 done. So now I've got episode 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, okay, 3 episodes. It's okay. I'll get there. So you know where you can find me, guys. You know, it's IG and TikTok, which is Sex and Slay with Azamai MUA. SECKS NSLAY. Gosh, I feel like my lips are proper dry. WITHASAMIMUA. That's Azamai MUA. That's me. Okay. Yeah, that's me, guys. And then you can catch me on Facebook and YouTube, which is Azamai MUA, and then Twitter, which is Azamai MUA, guys. I don't know why I took my time to say that. I really took my time with it. Put lip gloss on. For what reason? I'm going to bed. I don't know. I thought I'd look cute for the closing minutes of this episode of Doing the Maths, guys. I'm going to love you, leave you. Take care, stay blessed. Comment, like, share, subscribe. I don't say that enough, so maybe you guys are forgetting. Comment, like, section box. I said, oh, the English didn't want to come. But I said comment, like, share, and subscribe, guys. See you in the next episode of me doing the maths to marry that first sight. Alright, guys. Good night. Stay blessed. Bye.